Hey, yo, 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 my man Skeleton. I'm doing my last night dog walk thing, my friend. You know me. Gotta take the baby out one last time. You know, I'm glad you tuned in. You know why? Because I want to tell you how much time and energy I put into that rocket, that video that you looked at. The chemicals that I mix for that rocket, it's called whistle fuel. Whistle strobe, actually. Whistle strobe fuel. It's very sensitive. It's so sensitive, I already told you can't ram it like the black powder rockets, but I want to tell you this too. It's so sensitive that you have to mix it wet. And when I say wet, you don't put water in it. I'm going to tell you the whole process real quick. You mix several chemicals, like I think it's potassium perchlorate and sodium salicylate. Doesn't matter. You mix few chemicals together, but before you actually combine the chemicals, you got to melt Vaseline, petroleum jelly, in either gasoline, either white gasoline or acetone. You have to melt Vaseline and acetone. And you put like a cup of acetone or gasoline in a pan, in a pot, and then you add the Vaseline to the gasoline, and then I use an iron that irons clothes, and I flip that iron upside down, and I set that pot with the Vaseline and the acetone in it because it heats up the acetone, and that's what melts the Vaseline. And then I get that combined mixture, and then I add that to a fuel that's in a plastic baggie, one of them gallon freezer bags. And then I squish it and knead it. And that's how I mix that fuel. That fuel is so sensitive that I can't mix it dry. I got to add the Vaseline and I got to add the acetone, and I mix it wet like that. Tom Papa, Mimian, Death Not You Fave. I'm telling my friend how I whip up this strobe rocket fuel and how sophisticated it is and how sensitive this rocket fuel is. And then once I do all that, once I mix it all in that gallon bag with the gasoline and Vaseline, and I knead it and all that, then I stick it out on paper and I let the acetone evaporate. And once the acetone evaporates, then I can pack it in to the cardboard tubes, the rocket tubes. But then I have to, as I say it again, I have to press these tubes. I can't ram them like the black powder. I got to press them. So that's what goes into making them whistle strobe rockets. There's a lot that goes into that, man. So that's all. I just wanted to tell you, that's a lot for you to memorize, but that's how much work goes into them whistle strobes. And the fuel is real cool looking. It's like a pink fuel. It's pink. And as soon as all the acetone evaporates, then you're ready to work with it. But it's so sensitive, you can't mix it dry. Isn't that cool, man? Did you see the thrust on that when it went up? That thrust shot out from the body of that rocket at least 4 feet. 4 feet from the nozzle of that rocket. And that rocket went so fast up in the air, if I wasn't quick with the camera, I would have missed it. And that rocket climbs up to at least 1,000 feet when a 4-inch ball shell ignites and goes off. And then if you listen to that rocket, it sounds like a helicopter. It goes pop, 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 as it goes up. And it also whistles at the same time. It is such a cool rocket, man. And just to make that fuel alone takes half a day. And to make that header that goes on that rocket, that takes a few hours. So to make that rocket takes a full day. to make one rocket. Now I can make several rockets. Once I make the fuel, 1,000 feet, man. That's how high that rocket goes up. 1,000 feet. So that's what goes into them whistle strobe rockets, man. A lot of work goes into that. And that 4-inch ball shell that goes into it, that takes a lot. You got to make the stars. You got to make the black powder. You got to have a time fuse on that, because when the rocket ejects that ball shell, it has to be delayed a few seconds before the ball shell goes off. Yeah, it takes a whole day to make one rocket, and so that's why I'm gonna do it again. But I had a lot of time and energy back then, man. I'm so glad you saw that video. I wanted to explain that to you. I wanted to tell you personally how much time and energy goes into making them rockets. So that's it, man. I was just thinking about it. I wanted to let you know. So everything else is perfect. I'm walking the dog. It's a little rainy and cool, but it's way better than that heat. And I'm so looking forward to the 4th of July. I am so looking forward to that. I hope it's going to be, even if it's not good weather, I don't care. I'm just going to have a great time. I'm going to prepare a lot of fireworks. And I'm going to do several live streams. And I'm just so looking forward to that, man. I can't wait. You too, I know, man. I think 4th of July is my favorite time of year. As I was walking around my neighborhood tonight, I could hear everybody else shooting off their fireworks. I could hear it in the distance. And just by the experience I have, even though I can't see the fireworks, I know what kind of fireworks they are because I can recognize the sounds. I hear the mortar shells going off. First you hear that low thud, and you know that's the mortar ejecting the shell into the air. And then you hear the loud bang, and I know that's the shell bursting in the air. Just from my experience, man, I can tell what kind of fireworks just by listening to them from, a half mile away or a mile away. So this whole place is electric around here. When I mean electric, I mean it's so alive. When I walk past some of the houses, I could hear music coming out of the houses. I could smell barbecues when I walk around. And today's only Friday, so we got the whole weekend. And this is the weekend before 4th of July. Next weekend's the 4th. And already people are in a great mood. I'm in a great mood. I'm in such a great mood. I did a side plumbing job. I used to be a plumber when I used to work before I retired. And my friend had a leaky hose bib. That's a hose connection that's outside of their house. And I told him, I don't work for free. And she got me all the parts that I needed and everything I needed. And her and I knocked it out in a couple hours. And I was only going to charge her $40. She was so nice to me. She slid me $100 for like 2 hours work. And I'm such a nice guy. I really wasn't even going to charge her, but I told her I don't work for free, and I told her 40, and she was nice enough. She gave me 100, man. So I went out and got 2 bags of dog food. This is the end of the month. At the end of the month, I struggle a little bit because I don't get my next check. Anyway, and it was the end of the month, and I was slightly concerned. And since I did this side plumbing job, it really made me happy. So I'm in a great mood, man. Everything is just perfect. I did some food shopping. I got the dog 2 bags of food. The dog is happy. I'm happy. I was up since 6:30 this morning. I'm going to get a great night's sleep, and I'm going to start off again tomorrow. I'm going to do another live stream down that Lehigh Gorge. Hopefully you guys, my subscribers will tune in. And I just can't wait. I was like slightly, I was just not in sync the last couple days. But now that everything's working out for me, I'm in a great mood. Come on, son. Come on. You might have to go to the bathroom. I know you don't like the loud fireworks, but we're walking around the lake, mister. I'm talking to my son, Skeleton. Come on, we gotta go. Come on, don't give me no BS. Around the lake we go, mister. It's not hot out. I know you don't like the loud noises, but you might have to go to the bathroom, mister. So around the lake we go. I gotta coax my dog. Unfortunately, the dog doesn't like loud noises, and he's afraid he's gonna hear some. Come on, we gotta go. That's it, good boy. Good boy, come on. Around the lake we go, mister, come on. Poor guy. I love the 4th of July, but my dog can't wait till it's over. Come on, mister, around the lake we go. Everybody's done shooting the fireworks off. It's late. People are going to bed. Poor guy. He hears all them loud booms from all the neighbors lighting the fireworks off, and the dog doesn't like it. I don't blame him. The dog doesn't know what them loud noises are. So, but I got to get him around the lake. He's got to relieve himself. He's going now. Dog's going now. Good. So, man, Skeleton, you're like my main man now. If I'm going to talk to somebody, I know it's going to be you. So I'm very happy that you tune in like that. You and a couple others. You guys tune in every time. I can count on you. When I talk to my friends and I say, oh, I'm going to do a live stream, and they'll say, well, who watches you? And I can say, well, there's this one guy goes by the handle Skeleton Boy. I know he'll be there. And a couple of you other guys. Jillian's always there. And a couple other of my regulars that are always there. I'm so glad, my man. I checked out some of your videos. I know what you're all about. I check out all my subscriber videos. Did you see the cat video? You saw it. You left a remark. See all the cats my friend has? He's got like 15 cats. And he had to go to a family reunion like 100 miles away. So I had to go over his house and feed all his cats. He has it all set up for me. He has all the bowls laid out and all the food laid out. And all I have to do is just open up the cans and put the dry food in. And there's like, I think there was like 6 bowls he has ready. Six bowls for the animals. And I place 4 bowls throughout his indoors. And I place 2 right outside his door. And then I place 2 more bowls of food inside his garage. And all the cats come running up. And they all munch out. It's so cute. And I'm starting to get to know all the cats. I'm starting to learn all their names. Yeah, so that's a lot of fun. I like doing that for like a little side job too. You know, it's very pleasant. And you know, he's a good guy. He gives me a couple bucks for feeding his cats. I wouldn't ask him for money, but just out of his generosity, he always gives me a couple bucks. So I'm in a great mood, man. I'm not going to go hungry. I'm going to be good till the end of the month. So I'm in a great mood. And the heat wave's over. 4th of July's coming. Oh, the moon. Hey, the moon. There's another one of my subscribers, Skeleton. The moon's another one of my regulars. Yo, hi, moon. Yo, how's it going, honey? How you feeling there, sweetheart? You making any arts and crafts lately? Any good art projects you're working on? Yes, Skeleton. The moon is one of my regulars. So it's you, the moon, Jillian. What's the other guy? He used to call himself Bus Get It, but now he calls himself Pork or something. Well, we're going to change your profile. No, that's up to you. You could change it. It used to be star. Now it's the moon. Why don't you do comet? I mean, you're working on astronomical things. Why don't you do comet or shooting star or asteroid? Because I know you like the astronomical handles. Let me think. How about comet tail? Or how about black hole? Call yourself black hole. Or how about supernova? Or how about magnetar? These are all astronomical terms. You might be too young for that. It's funny, ain't it, skeleton? They're all space things. They're all things that are in outer space. And that's what I'm trying to tell the moon. She's going to change her handle. Hee. Yes, sirree. There's the doggy. There's maybe the earth. There you go, the moon. The sun. Hey, there you go. The sun, I like that. So I'll be looking out for the sun. Woohoo! What good ideas you guys have. What good ideas. My buddies. My friends who I can count on when I do my live streams. You guys are there for me. It's terrific. It's wonderful. It's awesome. It's good. It's pleasant. It's splendid. Those are all good adjectives. They're all good adjectives I'm throwing at you guys. The galaxy. That's a good one. The galaxy. How about the solar system? The galaxy's bigger. Don't get any bigger than the galaxy, the moon. That's the biggest. No, the universe is bigger. Call yourself the universe. Okay, we had the solar system. Then we had the solar system's the smallest. Then we had the galaxy, that's bigger. And then we have the universe, and that's the biggest. Skeleton says the 18th biggest black hole. I watch all that stuff, man. At the center of our galaxy, we have Sagittarius. That's the name of the black hole at the center of our galaxy. Sagittarius S, I think it is. And that's the black hole that's at the center of our Milky Way galaxy. Every galaxy has a black hole. I'm teaching you guys astronomy. And you guys are young, man. So this is like high school. They don't start teaching you this stuff till high school. So you're learning early off Richard. Guys are learning early. But I love teaching everybody. I love sharing my knowledge with all you. This is where my dog gets excited. I gotta be careful here. Whenever I get to this part of the woods, he gets excited and tries to run in. So I gotta be careful. I gotta pay attention to my baby for a couple. There he goes. He's pulling. I gotta pay real close attention to him for a minute, just until I get past here. For some reason, he likes to run into the woods right here, even though there's nothing back there. He must smell something. Oh, you know what I saw today? Unfortunately, do you know that two metals touch each other in space, immediately connect due to certain type of chemical or something? Wait a minute, I'm getting lost here. No, I wasn't aware of that. Two metals touch. I wonder, I probably heard that somewhere, but I just don't remember. I want to tell you something before I forget, and this is sad. When I was coming home today from the store, the car in front of me ran into a deer, and the deer got killed instantly. There was blood and guts all over the place, but the person in the car got hurt. And I got out of the car and I said, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" and it was an older man and a younger lady, and they weren't like bloody or anything, but the car was really damaged, and we called the police, and the police were on their way. And I said, "Are you guys all right?" And they said, "Yes, yes." So I left the scene of the accident after that. But the car in front of me ran into a deer. I couldn't believe it, man. That poor deer probably didn't even see it coming. That car didn't even have time to slow down. It just slammed into that poor deer. The deer went flying over the hood. Oh my goodness, the windshield was broken of the car. The car was all in it. The airbags went off in the car. Boy, that really was, and that was the car in front of me. Imagine if that car wasn't in front of me, that could have been me. So, yeah, I just have to tell you the news, that's all. I'm just reporting what I saw today. I love animals, and I don't want to see anything like that, but I'm just reporting news. I know, it was sad. All right, let's talk about something else. That was just a close call for me, and God was good to me. It didn't happen to me. And thank goodness the people were okay. So that's it. I'm done with that story. What else? What else? I don't know. I've been in a crash and survived. Yeah, they're no fun. I was in a bad motorcycle accident a couple times when I used to drive motorcycles when I was much younger. I'm sorry you were in a bad accident too. But yeah, I had a bad motorcycle accident when I was younger, and it happened right around my house. And my neighbor, my friend, came out to help me, and he saw me bleeding in the street, and he fainted. He couldn't stand the sight of blood. He saw me in the street, and he fainted. And when the ambulance came to take me away, they thought that he was a victim on the back of the motorcycle because he was laying in the street too. And the ambulance person said, "We're going to take you to the hospital." And he said, No, I wasn't involved in the accident. I just can't stand the sight of blood. And when I saw my friend in the street, I fainted. And then the ambulance guy said, "Well, are you all right?" And he said, "Yeah." And he got up and took a couple steps, and he fainted again. He fainted over the sight of me being all racked up in the street. And I wasn't there. I was unconscious, but I heard all about it later after I started getting better, when I recovered into the hospital. Oh, here comes the joke guy. Tell me some jokes, man. Remember, we got young people on. The Moon's young, and the Skeleton Boy's young. So it's late at night. If their parents are letting them watch people live stream late at night, you can tell me dirty jokes. I don't care. So go ahead, give me a good one. I want to hear a good joke. So I'm telling these guys about the 4th of July and all that. Sup? Sup, my brother. Oh, what's up? What's up, man? Sup, man? That's the short way of saying what's up. Sup? I'm learning, David. I'm learning these things. It's taken me a couple minutes, but I am learning. Sup, man? What's up, my brother? Look, my dog. I'm gonna show you something. My dog sees something. He's pulling at me. See that? He was afraid of the fireworks a minute ago, and he forgot all about that. I'll come to the live stream tomorrow. Okay, Skeleton. You have a great night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And you have a great night. And I'll catch you at the live stream. So, my man David Delgato. The man with all the jokes. So, what's going on, you guys? I'm looking forward to the 4th of July so much. Oh, man, I'm so looking forward to it. My favorite holiday. And they're calling for fairly decent weather. At least it won't be too hot. I don't know if it's going to rain or not, but at least the temperatures won't be crazy. And I don't know. Everything else is copacetic with me nowadays. I'm in a good mood, David Delgado. Tell me a story. Okay. Did I ever tell you the story when I was a plumber and my boss, I used to have to go down to Center City, Philadelphia and get permits, and my boss couldn't figure out how I was so quick. Well, the way I was so quick is I was paying everybody off. I paid the parking attendant guy off, so he always saved me a parking spot. I paid the plan inspectors off, and so they would take me first in front of everybody. And I paid the girls off who signed off on the permits, so they would take me first. So what would normally take all day to get a plumbing permit, I knocked it out by noon. And my boss, he was so happy he couldn't figure it out. But instead of rewarding me, he would send me out to do more jobs. So what I should have done was walk around Center City, Philadelphia and do window shopping. And maybe I should have went in like a strip joint or something. Or maybe just sat down and watched a movie or something. But honest Richard would call my boss and tell him I'm done. And he would send me out on more jobs. But I had everybody paid off, Dave. I had right down from the parking lot attendant, right to the plan inspectors. And I did that at the supply houses too. I had them all paid off. Everybody would have to wait behind the counter to get their plumbing supplies. They would let me walk back into the warehouse and pick my own material. And I'd walk out with a box full of material, and they would just look at it and write up the slip later. That's a good story, right? It's true. I don't make these things up. You want to hear another story? One time I was driving up the Poconos, and I was careless, and I hydroplaned, and I lost control. And the car spun around, did like 5 360s, and all 4 tires went flat. But there wasn't even a scratch on the car, barely a scratch. I did hit the center median once, but the car wouldn't start. It stalled, and a state trooper pulled up behind me, and I tried to tell the state trooper, I said, we got to get away from that wreck. It's in the center of the highway. That car's going to get hit, and we're in trouble. And the state trooper saying, don't tell me your business, Sonny. I'm the police officer here. I'm telling you, less than 5 minutes later, a tractor trailer plowed into my car, launched my car into the air, and sent my car into the state trooper's car, and pushed me, the state trooper, and my friend up on a hill sideways. The accident was so violent, I got knocked into the front seat of the state trooper, and I was looking him right in the eye. And I don't like to curse, but this is a true story. I looked at that state trooper and I said, I knew that was going to fucking happen. And he got pissed at me, that state trooper. He made us, it was raining that night. He made me and my friend wait out in the rain after that. And yeah, that's another true story. And there was a party going on in my house that night. That was a brand new car. That was a brand new Nissan Maxima. Car wasn't even 3 months old, and it got destroyed. Remember I told you there wasn't even hardly a scratch on it? Well, after that tractor trailer plowed into it, there was nothing left of it. There were sparks flying, man. I was watching that car fly through the air right toward us when it hit the state trooper's car that we were in and knocked us up on a hill. And I told that state trooper, I said, I knew that was going to fucking happen. And he pissed and he threw us out of the car. So I finally get to my house where I live at now, and there was a party going on, and I pulled up in a hunk of junk rental. And they're like, hey, man, where's your car at? I'm like, you're not going to believe this. And I told them what I just told you. And that's another true story. Yeah? You like that story? All these stories are true. How could I make anything like that up? That's a true story, you guys. I love telling that story. Oh my God. I wish I could think of some more. I tell you the time I went to a concert, and the girl says, I'm going to get up on stage and have sex with Paul Stanley. It was a Kiss concert. And we just laughed it off. And I'm watching the Kiss concert, and sure enough, she got up on stage, but she didn't get to talk to Paul Stanley. A bunch of roadies grabbed her, and they heaved her off the stage. And she thought she was going to crowd surf and have a comfortable into the floor. Looked like she got hurt pretty bad. There's another true story for you. So there you go, David. There was 3 quick stories. I'm home now. So I'll tell you more stories the next time you tune in. You got to tell me some jokes, my man. You're the one with the good jokes that I never heard before. So, all right, Richard's home. Listen, man, it's been real. Love you guys. You're all important to me. I wouldn't tell these stories like that, but it's late at night, so I figure it's okay. No young people. I try not to curse in my videos, but I had to let that one go. All right, Richard's home, so I'm gonna hang up. Love you guys, man. I'll talk to you real soon, okay? All right, I'll see you later, man. Thanks for tuning in.